Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the grand finale of Let's Play Pokemon Soul Silver. This is episode number 39, which is going to be our final episode. Here you can see we are getting the Rainbow Wing from this old man over here in the town where Brock is located. I believe that's Pewter City, and now we are going back to what I believe is Fuchsia City, if I recall correctly. But it is the legendary town where we find the legendary trio originally in this series. And we are going to go through and catch Ho-Ho, I believe is how you say the name. I always want to say Oho, but I believe it is Ho-Ho. So the opposite of Oho, right? H-O-O-H. But we are traveling over here to Bell Tower, which is where he's usually located. At least he was always in the past when I played through this series, because I normally always play through the gold version when I play Generation 2. This is my first run through of the remakes, so I wanted to do Soul Silver to switch up the pace. But I do believe, yeah, he's definitely, you can't get him till you get to Kanto, because you have to make it all the way to Pewter City in order to find the old man with the Rainbow Wing. So we are definitely getting here as soon as possible. There are definitely going to be some mistakes. This tower is a bit of a maze to get through it. I honestly believe, like, I stay relatively on course. Just because, like I said, I played Gold. I had, like, a rough idea of some of the puzzle. And it hasn't been that long since we played Pokemon Gold, maybe like a year. So I remember being a little bit familiar with it when I walked through it, but you know, it's always a little bit different looking at it through this lens. And these Pokemon challenges, as much as they are, I would say, rudimentary sometimes, they still could throw you for a loop every now and then. So it does take me a few walkthroughs here to actually make my way through the challenge. This is actually a re-recording of this audio, as the first time I did it, I had a bunch of soda pops, and I did not have a swell time walking through this my first time. So if you struggle with it, do not feel like, you know, you're just not getting it or whatever. It's very easy to struggle through this one. So we want to move, no, we went the wrong way. We want to move down and to the right there, like that, not all the way over to the right where we moved, like right between us. And you can see the ladder there where we want to go, but we're not going to be able to go that way because we went this way now, so there's going to be a little bit of a difference. And I actually did save up this time around, and I'm using Super Repels, because I didn't realize we could buy Max Repels because they were on a different screen. But the Super Repels will make it so that way we don't have any interactions with Pokemon in the tower. Normally that's something I try to avoid, but you know, for the, I guess, the duration of this Let's Play, I figured it's going to be our wrap-up. It's going to be our finale episode. We don't need to make it any more challenging than it already is. Let's go this way. This way. So we could have just went on that bottom one, it looks like. I just overcomplicated it for no reason whatsoever. Found escape rope, which is very nice. Always helpful in a tower like this, especially if you're going to continue playing. We can't move forward from here, yeah. Right there to the right is where we need to end up, but I think we're going to end up coming down this way once again after we do this, because I make foolish mistakes here. I mean, honestly, it's easy enough to happen. And Ho-Ho is going to be hard enough to capture anyway, so we might as well take our time getting there. It is going to take us quite a bit of wheeling and dealing. See, we need to go to the right now. Average Joe, no, Average Joe, you dunce. Okay, so now I see the error in my ways. I don't think the rest of the tower is going to be as challenging, nearly as challenging as that was. That is 100% on me, just being a moron. So this time around, you can see I'm running, I'm frustrated because I've gone through it so many times, but now I actually need to slow down and walk to make sure I don't over jump in any given area. And make our way down here. There we go, there's a ladder. Make my way uptown. Dog shaking the tail. I think I just stopped there for a second. I don't know if I was responding to a text or whatever I was doing, but... And of course, yeah, give me a phone call as I'm in the middle of the tower of the sacred Pokemon of this region. Go ahead. Phone call will be necessary. Let's apply another repel. If there's one thing I don't want in my venture up the tower, it is wild Pokemon. I want everybody to be healthy with maximum PP moving forward. Let's go up here and get this, whatever, a full heal. Probably not going to be that helpful, but... Okay, here's a ladder going up. Anytime you see the ladder going upwards, you're moving in the right direction. Then we get these weird portal things. So my gut tells me I don't want to go in the first one that I see. It sounds like a bad idea. Let's get that. Yeah, the first portal seems like a mistake. I don't know. This second one looks pretty promising now. Let's try this guy. Okay. So now I have a feeling the first portal's actually not a bad idea because we're on the second iteration of it and it's tricked us once into thinking the first portal was a bad idea. It's just kind of thinking about like logic like this. And now there's only one, which strikes me as good news. Okay, I don't think we've been here yet. So I think we were on the right path. Let's take this one right up. There is an upward elevator. Wow, I think we were really lucked out because I think this is sort of like the last up section. Yeah, I think I took like the exact path that you need to take. So that is usually not how that goes there, but it is how it went this time around. I'm going to rearrange my Pokemon here ever so slightly. I'm hoping to get Paralysis off. As long as he has a physical attacking move, we should be able to get Paralysis. Which is the primary goal. If we can get Paralysis and do some good damage out the gate, we should be able to catch good old Ho-Ho very easily. What level is he at? I think it's actually pretty good. Yeah, level 70. That is a big level up. Let's see how much damage that does. It's probably going to do a lot. Yeah. Does Discharge... Can we get the Paralysis off really quick? That would be really helpful. We got it on the first hit. Okay. The whole battle is going to fall together now. I feel very comfortable. Because I think 2 hits is going to do more than enough. It's not going to be quite red health. But I feel like we could do... We could work with this. And I'm going to use the strategy that I've used before. So here I think another one is actually not going to be good news. I'm going to try and go for an Ultra Ball. I don't think we're going to be successful on the first one. If we are, that would be remarkable. But yeah, I kind of had a feeling that wasn't going to be the case. It is paralysis-sized. It does have paralysis though, and it can't move, so we might as well continue going to Ultra Ball. I think when we move to our next Pokemon, my theory here is going to make a lot more sense in like the long term as to how we actually can win this fight without killing Ho-Oh. So hopefully this all comes together. I do have a really, really bad habit of killing these Pokemon, so I'm really hoping that's not the case. But we want to go into Shadow next. That is the critical move. And what we want to do with Shadow is just use Flash repetitively until we run out of Flash. So that way, Ho-Oh's accuracy is down on the ground. It can barely attack us. You know, it really doesn't get the opportunity to. We already have Paralysis there. And with Shadow having very basic moves like Cut and things like that, we should be able to do a good amount of damage. Like, we should be able to get it into red health to the point that we should be able to pull off a W here, catching it. So every point of HP, I'm convinced, makes a difference here in the end of the game. That's how it always feels when I'm playing it, but we'll see how it plays out. And with about 6 minutes left here and change, maybe 7 minutes in total, as always, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch this episode and this series as a whole, but this episode specifically. If you liked anything in this series, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. All that good stuff is greatly motivational for myself and continuing to make videos just like this now and in the near future. This is clearly the wrap-up of Pokemon Soul Silver in my eyes. Everything else is really post-game and wasn't included initially, so I don't really have an incentive to go into it, if that makes sense. But yeah, outside of that, on Monday we wrapped up Halo Combat Evolved, so we do have 2 new Let's Plays coming out here. As long as I get the video stuff working tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow you should see a Let's Play of Super Mario Land for the Game Boy coming out. So that should be an exciting Let's Play, and that should carry us all the way up to Super Mario Wonder coming out later this month, which should be a really fun Let's Play to be a part of. So I'm looking forward to that. And once this ends, I'm taking a little bit of a break from Pokemon, but I will be back relatively shortly. I just want to spend some time here as it's getting into spooky season, and I haven't played Luigi's Mansion 3 yet. I have the first and second episode done. I just have to do the voiceovers for it this week here and get them posted and things like that. So it should be a lot of fun, but we will be moving into Luigi's Mansion 3 here on Thursday. So if you like either of those series, continue to stick with the channel. I think once we beat Luigi's Mansion 3, we'll be moving into one of the remakes of the Hoenn region, which should be a lot of fun. But yeah, I think that's going to be it from Pokemon for a little bit. So always like to be transparent about changes across the channel and things like that. I do not think I can damage Ho-Oh any more than I've already damaged it without the threat of killing it. Luckily, we're all out of Flash. Its accuracy is extremely low. It has paralysis. It's a waiting game here, right? We just have to continuously throw Pokeballs until we can actually capture Ho-Oh. And that's just going to be how it is. Like, until then, all we could do is be patient and continue to throw Pokeballs. There's really no more strategy to it than that. I guess if we had a Pokemon that could put it to sleep or something like that, maybe we could do that, but I think the paralysis overrides any other sort of status condition that we could give it, so I don't even think that would work. But I guess in theory, if we could apply more status conditions, that may work. But yeah, luckily Ho-Oh doesn't have any sort of moves that are going to allow it to heal up or come out of any sort of status conditions, and we do have revives and things like that in case we need to bring other Pokemon back. Like we just saw there, Shadow's probably an excellent pick to bring back if we needed to, but I'm pretty sure we will be fine. But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, as always, the Pokemon game thanks you for playing. Average Joe thanks you for watching this series. It has definitely been a fun one. I've had a ton of fun replaying through this game. I know at times I definitely had my aggravating points, but I do hope you all enjoyed this series. There was a lot covered. At one point in time, I was going to go and battle Red, but I mean, Ho-Oh here is level 70. All of Red's team, I'm pretty sure in this remake, is level 70. We would not even stand a chance. That team is really well built with really good moves, really solid strategic input from Red. I do not foresee us even coming close to beating like the first and second Pokemon, let alone the entirety of the team without spamming items, and even that, it's unlikely that we'll outspeed Pokemon and things like that. So I think it's better off to catch Ho-Oh here and call it a day. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all had a snazzy week moving up to this point, and I hope you have a snazzy week moving forward. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you here on the next Let's Play, which, like I said, for Tuesday and Thursday will be Luigi's Mansion 3, and Monday and Wednesday, Super Mario Land. That being said, I am actually going to hang out here till like the last couple minutes, just continuously saying thank you, of course. But Yeah, I do want to see us finally catch Ho-Oh here. That is what I want to do. It's super frustrating when you watch something like this, and you're just like, ugh, how are we not getting him? How are we not getting him? Like, it has to be coming up here. And I mean, yeah. It just feels so shaky. Now, luckily, I think if we didn't lower the accuracy with Flash there, Ho would have actually a really good opportunity to kill the majority of our team. And we'd be scrambling, and it would take much longer, but I do think our strategy is paying off here in the long run, so that is good news. I would not be surprised if Agent Power almost kills VW Bug. Okay, it didn't. Yeah, but its stats are all increasing. That's always never a good sign. So, nope. Okay, there we go. We got him. As always, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I hope to see you all here on the next one. You can enjoy the next minute or so uninterrupted by my voiceover, but we just look at everything that we have laid out on our scorecard up until now. Like I said, I really appreciate you all hanging through this Let's Play. It was definitely an interesting one for myself. Probably going to run around the tower here, have a good old time, but until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we will see y'all here on the next one. Hopefully you want to check out Luigi's Mansion 3 or Super Mario Land or even Super Mario Wonder when that comes out. But if not, we'll see y'all here in the next Pokemon Let's Play. Until then, everybody take it easy. And as always, peace out, Girl Scout. Let's take a look at Average Joe. Look at that.